everybody, welcome back to my channel. I want to start by saying thank you very much for your support on these last few videos. It really does mean a lot to me that you guys are intrigued by the content and want to keep the conversations going into the comments. So I'm really enjoying myself doing this, and I want to make some more consistent content for you all. Please bear with me. I do have a full-time normal job outside of this, so I'm trying to be consistent with it because I know that's really the formula to have long-term growth on the channel. And I really do like what's going on here, and I want to try and build it into a little community. So thank you for sticking with me. Thank you for being here. And with that, we'll get into today's video. So I wanted to record something for you. And right now we're going through Hurricane Helene, and we're fine here in Tampa. It's just a little bit of rain and wind. I'm far enough away from the bay that I shouldn't have to worry about storm surge, but thoughts and prayers go out to the people up in the Big Bend area, and hope that they're all ready for that. So anyway, I had today off of work, so I'm kind of using this as the opportunity to record some video for you. So today I have Terence Hughes Daddy, which this one is a very special fragrance to me. Because it is actually my most complimented fragrance that I have in my entire fragrance collection of bottles, decants, you name it. This stuff got me the most attention. So I'll quickly show you the packaging. It comes in this cylinder-like thing. You pop this open, and there's your bottle in there. I apologize for the lighting, but you can maybe see like the little. You can see the little unicorn sort of thing in the packaging. Same thing here. It's kind of understated, simplistic, but very nice, minimalist design to this packaging. And then the cap is actually really cool. I apologize if it doesn't show well, but it's got that same unicorn and then these little crystals in it. Some people find it kind of gaudy. I don't mind it. I think it's actually really kind of cool. Magnetic cap. Pressurized atomizer, which I'll show you. I have the dry down on this test card here. I love this stuff. But let me show you one of the signature things that I love about at least these Terence Hughes 50 mils bottles is this pressurized atomizer. So I'm going to spray it on my arm here. I'm going to try and get a good angle to the camera, but oh my god, I freaking love this stuff. I don't want to diverge too far from the actual scent and talking about that, but the sprayer on this thing is the best one that I've used literally ever for a fragrance. So shout out to Aaron for the great pressurized atomizer on this. You could literally cover your elbow to your top of your hand with one spray, which I think is really cool because I'm used to like, I'm not saying this in a bad way, but think like a Chanel one where it's just kind of like a and you get one concentrated spray. This is like a fine mist that you can coat your whole arm or whatever if you wanted to. So the airspace around me is already engulfed with this beautiful aroma. I would say I use this as like a going out scent, dressed more casual to like slightly dressy. This isn't like a very formal scent, I would say. This one I think kind of toes the line of casual more so. Like this is a more designer centered scent, I would say. It's very mass appealing, which is why it's garnered so much positive attention and being my most complimented fragrance. Is it's mass appealing. It's kind of in that designer realm, but it's so much better. Again, here, I'll show you this bottle. This stuff has apple. Terence Hughes, he's got like his own special blend of bergamot that he gets. It's got tonka. It's got nutmeg. It's got vanilla. It's got actual real oud, benzoin, patchouli. Terence Hughes does this skin accord, which is just this sort of musky thing in the dry down, sandalwood, and then ambergris. So that's the note breakdown of this thing. I don't think the note breakdown does this thing justice at all. When I try and conjure up a picture of that note breakdown, I don't get this. I know a lot of people try and actually, on Fragrantica or Perfumo, you kind of got to take everything on there with a grain of salt, but people compare this more so toward Carlisle and Leighton. And I have to say, I completely disagree. I don't even get a little bit of the DNA from either of those in this. But to each their own, everyone's nose is different. To me, this is sweet, spicy, and just rich. As I'm saying that, I mean, I guess people compare those two PDMs that I said in that way, but I don't get similarities, honestly. Especially to Leighton. Leighton, I just think is like way too medicinal. I sold my bottle of Leighton. I have a clone of it if I ever want to revisit that DNA, but it didn't warrant me keeping the actual one. This thing I'm never getting rid of. This stuff is so good. It just it just comes across so well, and this stuff is loud. This stuff projects like a freaking monster for at least like an hour and a half, I would say. And then that's just standard if you're just kind of sitting around not doing anything. This stuff is going to fill a room with a few sprays. Not to mention if you heat up or you're moving around, this stuff just keeps pumping off your skin pretty much indefinitely, it feels like. Obviously, it's not, but it feels just limitless with how strong this stuff performs, which I really enjoy about it. I try and wear it in the right situation to where that's okay. So I guess the backstory of this one and why it's my most complimented fragrance is actually from one night. Funny enough, I've worn this out many times actually now, but the first real wearing of it was my fiance and I went to a wedding up in Travelers Rest, South Carolina, and we were hanging out at the bars before the night before the wedding for her cousin's wedding, and we went to this sort of dive country bar sort of thing, and I wore this out. I think I did like maybe four sprays, like two behind the ear, one on the arm, one on the arm, and I must have got like 10 or 11 compliments, like no joke. I know that sounds kind of vain. I know a lot of people like say, "Oh, I got 15 compliments in one day with this thing," but like that kind of actually happened to me, where the first one was Rana's mother-in-law, and then got a bunch of attention from people at the bar asking me what I was wearing, telling me that I was smelling good, and that's kind of been the theme with these Aaron Terence Hughes more like clubbing oriented scents. The other one that I had that same reaction to was Slut and Slut Elixir, and then Hard Candy Elixir. They're all kind of in the same vein, but I would say of those, this one is my favorite. I actually sold my Hard Candy and Hard Candy Elixir, which I know, whoa, the agony, that's crazy. For the people that are in the know of those scents, that's everyone's favorite, but I feel like this one is just, it's better for my taste. I couldn't honestly tell you why. I think what it is it's this is sweet, and it's earthy is not the right word, but it's a full bodied kind of sweet scent, but it's not too sweet. It's not like you're just it toes the line really nicely. It's well balanced. It's not overtly sweet where I'm trying to think of maybe like ultra male DNA or like 9 p.m. Like to me, hard candy kind of smells like that, and I find that it's nice, but it's like kind of too sweet for me personally. This is a little bit more rich and full bodied, and it's still sweet, but I don't find it again just like overtly sweet. So that's kind of how I would describe this one. Performance is bonkers. Sillage, projection, longevity, it's all outstanding. This thing will really stick around on your skin. I think that you would have absolutely no problems detecting on your skin at least 12 hours later. Like absolutely no problem. And like I stated in the previous video, I by no means have the best perfume skin where it's super hydrated, right? I try my best to be, but this stuff lasts like crazy on me. So if you have better moisturized skin than me, you'll probably get even more performance out of it. But at the end of the day, it's not all about performance, but this thing, used in the right use case, God, is it beautiful. I would say it's better in the fall and winter at the nighttime, but you could probably get away with it in the day under the right circumstances if you just didn't go crazy with the sprays. I think if you tried to do four sprays and you're going to work, and I just don't think that's going to work well for you. You're definitely going to get attention. You're definitely going to fill up rooms, but I don't think it's going to be the kind of attention that you want. You always kind of have to think that when you're selecting your fragrance, or at least I do. I mean, you can wear whatever the hell you want. No one's going to try and tell you what to wear, but if you're seasonal or try and be correct about, what kind of fragrance you're wearing for a situation, I would recommend probably not wearing this one to work or those more intimate uh, type of situations where you're close up on people, because this stuff is super strong, but it works damn well for night out bars where that kind of is the vibe, where other people are doing it or you're just having fun, drinking, whatever. And I don't really do that stuff often, so it doesn't get used as much as I would like to, but I have no plans to ever get rid of this stuff. It's just so special to me, especially in my collection. So I think I covered it. The only other thing that I didn't really touch on yet is, well, one, a rating, which I'll get to at the end here, and then who would be wearing this. I think this is definitely a teenager could wear this. I think that realistically, if you're 19, 20 years old, don't spend your money on this, please. Save your money for as long as you can, because it's fucking hard out here. But buy get Aero CDP, you'll be good. If you're mid 20s and you got a little bit of money to spend, or you're whatever out from their age range wise, you could wear this. I could realistically say maybe I would probably put a cap at like 50 years old. I don't know if you would want to smell like this if you're over that. Again, I'm not trying to predefine who can or can't wear this, or when you can and can't wear this, but that's kind of my gut feeling anyway as far as who this would work for. But wear whatever the hell you want. By all means, express yourself, and own it. I can't wait to wear this one more. When I have more situations where we have people over, we're going to show them Tampa. We're going to go out to the bars, nights out. This is going to be my go-to. This, or like I said, Slut Elixir. So if you like that review, give me a thumbs up, give me a comment, tell me what you think of Aaron Terence Hughes. I know there's going to be some points of you haven't smelled it because they're not widely available. I get it. I understand. But if you can, for whatever reason, find a sample of this, I would really recommend it. If any of what I said sounds appealing to you, this is a 9.5 out of 10 for me. Really, that half a point difference for me is just the versatility. I just can't reach for it all that often for my day-to-day life, but boy, when I pull it out, this stuff is freaking nuts. And I love creating memories with it. I think that's another special aspect of fragrance that not a whole lot of people talk about, rather, is just having a scent memory attached to a fragrance. I kind of forever think of that wedding weekend when I smell this, and then a special night out with a rooftop revolving dinner that we had earlier this year. So I love creating memories with my fragrances. This one holds a special place in my heart, and I like talking about it with you guys. So if you like this conversation, give me a comment, like, subscribe, give me some feedback. I'd love to hear from you. So we'll catch you guys in the next one.